Hey, how's it going, everybody? ExpatStacker coming to you with a bittersweet video. Uh, all this stuff tomorrow is going to be converted into fiat and it's going to be wrapped up in real estate. Do I have to do this? Not really, but I consider it to be my best option. My other options are take a loan from the bank, which I'm going to end up paying interest on, uh, or sell a whole bunch of crypto that I don't really want to sell right now. So I think this is going to be the best option for me right here. If you're familiar with my videos, then you know that one, I always do a kind of year in review stack video where I go back and look at everything I stacked from the previous year. Some of this stuff is from 2021, but some of it is from earlier. So, but I felt like if I made a video where I review everything I stacked in 2021 and then turn around and like it's gonna be gone tomorrow, I felt like that might be a little disingenuous. So I didn't get around to making that video this year, and I felt like I didn't want to do that because I just felt it was kind of funny. So if you're familiar with my videos, then you know what I say. Like, this is for my family, this is security, this is safety. I always say stuff like, this right here could be like a month's worth of groceries or whatever. So I don't want to ever have to sell any of this, or it would be nice if I didn't have to sell any of it and I could just pass it on to my kids because that would be safety and security for them. But look, I also had a podcast, the Silvercast with Silver Conundrum, and our first episode was about being your own bank. And the reason why I have to get rid of this and get rid of it quick is because my landlord gave us about 1 month's notice that she's raising our rent by over $18,000. Now, to other people who are not familiar with the Korean rental system, that might sound insane and unfair, but that is kind of the way it works here. Basically, you put down a huge deposit, and if all that money is yours, you can live rent free, basically. The landlord collects the money, puts it in the bank, and then collects interest on it. If you don't have all that money, you have some of it, you give what you have, and then you borrow from the bank and you pay interest on it. Not to the landlord, to the bank. So the bank takes a little bit and the landlord takes a bit. So that's kind of the way it works, basically. Not going to get too deep into that. But basically, she said that our rent is being raised. So when it gets raised here, it gets raised by a lot. And I have no problem with that because the previous place I lived at, they basically kicked us out. It was owned by a company and a totally different situation. This person I'm living with now, she's like a very nice person, a family person. Actually, she was going to ask us to leave, but we only need to stay here for another year because we have a kind of a housing situation on the way where we're going to move into next year. It's being built right now. So she was kind enough to let us stay, but hey, she's got to make her profit as well. So I totally understand that. The good thing is I'm changing this to fiat. It'll be put in as deposit. When I leave, I get it back. So I'm not really losing any of this. It's just changing form. And I just felt like this was the best move for me, giving all my other options. My savings have been kind of wiped out recently. I've had to sell stocks or I've taken profits on it, so I didn't want to go that route. Having the kids and buying a new car and changing jobs and this and that, I just felt like this was the best option for me. I'm getting rid of 9 tubes of Eagles. They're all type 1s, and that's all my tubes. 1 tube of Philharmonics, and I have 4. This is a 500 gram Korea Gold Exchange bar. Nice bar. That's going too. And then I have 4 of these Comsco Kilo bars, which are also going bye-bye. And that is all my Comsco Kilo bars, unfortunately, but it's all right. I'll be getting more. And then I have a 1-ounce gold Canadian maple, 2 half-ounce American Gold Eagles, got 2 1/4-ounce gold Philharmonics, and a 1/4-ounce Year of the Ox. That one was for me. I have a 10th ounce for my daughter. I'm not going to sell that one. Got a whole bunch of 10th ounce Kangaroos, Philharmonics, Eagles, Britannias, and then I have three 10th ounce in assays like Tigers and Chiwus. So all those 10th ounce put together, there's 10 of them, so that's 1 ounce. I got two 5 gram Kina bars and a 1 gram Kina bar, and then I got a 10 gram Comsco gold bar, and then I have 10 1/25th gold Philharmonics. These are not all of my loose ones, and luckily I don't have to sell my 100 gram bar. I don't have to sell my tube of unopened 1/10 ounce gold Philharmonics, and I don't have to sell my tube of 1/25th gold Philharmonics, and I still have a lot of leftover gold and silver. So altogether, this is gonna give away the size of my stack, but I'm selling almost half of my silver, and then I'm selling about 1/5 or so of my gold. So now, in terms of the challenge that I'm doing, I was doing a 100 pieces of gold challenge and 1,000 pieces of silver challenge. This is gonna be a major setback. But I don't really look at it as a setback, because ultimately this is what this stuff is here for. I'm providing housing for my family. I got to do what I got to do. And you know what? Life is not always just going in a straight line. There's bumps and twists and turns, and sometimes you fall down, sometimes you take a step back, but you just keep moving forward. So with all that being said, guys, what I'm going to do is do an update to this video. Maybe I'll do something fun where like I take you with me or something like that, depending on how they feel about filming in there and stuff like that. But I'll do an update of this video and let you know how things go and how much of a profit or a loss I ended up taking. Believe it or not, the thing that I'm gonna really miss the most is these capsules. But yeah, I'll update you about how it goes. You guys let me know. Have you ever had to liquidate? Have you ever had to sell? What would you do if you were in my situation? I don't want to take a loan from the bank and pay interest, and I don't want to touch any of my other asset classes or cash. So this is what I'm doing. So feel free to comment, and as always, much love and respect, and I'll catch you on the flip side.